Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rudd, the Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看本期直击美股，我是 Julie， 在华尔街向您问好。今天是5月22日，星期一，今天股价继续攀升，标普500近3天涨幅超过1%，主要是工业股和运输股的上涨支撑了整个大盘。随着财报季的结束，华尔街的关注焦点转向了政治动向。上周特朗普的通俄等政治风波，使得华尔街担心特朗普可能无法兑现其税改以及财政刺激承诺。特朗普正在努力将公众的视线从国内的丑闻转向他的外交访问之上。特朗普于上周末出访中东，今天在以色列访问，下一站是欧洲。特朗普帮助美国企业在国防、能源和基础设施等多项领域与中东达成了合作协议。在个股方面，受到特朗普国事访问的影响，波音股价今天大涨。原油价格今天继续攀升，突破每桶50美元。得益于特朗普与沙特阿拉伯达成协议，欧佩克成员国领导人将在本周四正式会晤，商议延期减产协议。从目前情况来看，减产概率是非常大的。纵观全球，欧洲股市小幅下挫，亚洲股市大体上涨。更多详细资讯，请观看接下来的交易员访谈。Hi Scott, the volatility increased last week, and although the stocks rose today, the volatility is still relatively high. So what's your expectations of the stock market?
At this point, the bulls have proven that they're not going down without a fight. You know, last week on that Wednesday, you had the biggest down day of the year, and it definitely probably shook up the street a little bit. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean we're going further down? Does that mean the composure of the market changed? So what I do is I look for the day after. I use retracement rules because you try and judge the value or the just direction of a move by the way it bounces back or not. And we bounced back pretty hard. You look here at the chart of the S&P cash. All right, we talked about the accelerated trend that was broken. That was right here. Okay, if you remember, it broke below this 2378-ish, okay, and came in, pretty much retested the gap up from the French elections. But from here, there was no downside follow-through. You had a little what I call a red dog reversal, which means it traded below a prior low of 2356 and took that back, okay? But if the bears had control, I don't think they would have been able to, you know, or the bulls would have been able to get us up as high as we are now. So if you look here really close up, right, basically we are now back above the 50-day, back above the 8-21-day, and we filled the gap. So we'll see what happens in the next few days. Ultimately, though, the bears, you know, took the bulls by the horn and did a whole lot of nothing, and we're still I would say make a bigger range here where here's your bottom end, here's your middle, and I think with some time there might even be a chance that it actually breaks out to the upside again.
There has been an uptrend for tech indexes. So would you like to share with us some of the stocks on your go-to list?
Yes, and that Thursday, the go-to list was the fastest bouncing stocks. They were the most potent. They gave clues saying, okay, the market's probably not this weak because they wouldn't have bounced the way they did.
Absolutely.
Okay, and those tech stocks were the ones that, you know, that were the darlings of the market. They only, look at that, they came to the 21-day. They didn't get to the 50-day. They didn't get below it. So although it did break this rising 8-day trend line, okay, right away buyers came in, took back the 21-day, and then took back the 8-day. Now it's right back to the highs. Okay, on that Thursday, you know, look how fast Apple bounced. I think Apple still looks really good. You know, at this point, you got a little bit of a wedge type pattern here, so we'll see, you know, if it's going to just make new highs. But ultimately, you know, Apple's back above the moving averages. This was your Thursday. Didn't even give you time to buy it lower. No, this was Wednesday, Thursday. So this still looks good. Maybe this could drive tech this week.
Financials and small caps have been some of the best performing stocks since last November after Trump's election. So what's your expectations of financials and small caps this time?
Well, you know, they were great for a month.
Yes.
And then once everyone caught on, they started to just drift and unravel. So in order for this market to have a real healthier move, we're going to need the small caps, we're going to need the banks, and maybe, just maybe, on Wednesday you have the Fed minutes. So we'll see if they sound a little bit more hawkish than bullish. If they're hawkish, maybe the banks wake up and the small caps wake up, and then we get a little power back in the market. So I'll give you a real quick chart of the IWM. Okay, as long as the IWM continues to hold this macro support, which is right here, you know, there's a chance that at some point it wakes up, breaks the descending channel, and goes. And that's what the market will need. Same thing with the XLF. The XLF is still holding macro support. What do I mean by macro support? right here going sideways. It held above. So if that continues and the street still thinks that maybe we get 2 more rate hikes, then potentially the banks join the rally and break this descending channel, and that would be overall better for the bulls. But we shall see.
Thank you so much for your insights. I think that's all for today.
Yep, and each day we'll try and connect the dots and show you guys the setup so you can navigate with the plan and responsibly. If you sold your stocks that Wednesday, it's fine. You had a chance to reevaluate, get back in after price discovery, and then figure out what's next. And if you sold it last Wednesday and we were down another 1,000 points in the Dow, you know what? You were safe and you could have waited. Instead, we bounced back. So now you got to figure out how to responsibly re-enter with a plan.
好了，以上就是本期直击美股的所有内容了。感谢你的收看，祝你交易顺利。我们下期节目再见。